Now, a British think tank says Korea is the 25th best country to live in the world. Its index notes quite positively Korea's economy and its education system, but the report also says Korea would be well served to learn from countries like Norway and Switzerland and other countries in Europe in terms of other areas, particularly welfare. Kwon Soa has this report.
South Korea is the 25th most prosperous country out of 142 countries around the world, according to a Prosperity Index report released by the British-based Legatum Institute. This year's ranking is a notch higher than last year. Korea's best ranking was 24th in 2011. Norway topped the list for the 6th consecutive year. It was followed by Switzerland and New Zealand. The three most prosperous Asian countries are Singapore, Japan, and Hong Kong. The report says South Korea is the 5th best Asian country to live in. African nations filled out the majority of the bottom spots, with the Central African Republic propping up the rest. While GDP is usually the most common way to assess a country's prosperity level, the Legatum report says its definition of prosperity is more than, quote, just the accumulation of material wealth. That's why the institute measures countries by 8 categories. Korea performs strongly in economy and education, ranking 9th and 15th respectively. But the personal freedom and social capital divisions are weak.
Korea remains stuck in the mid-20 level because of its overall welfare situation. In terms of day-to-day welfare, Korea is still an awfully long way behind countries like Norway and Switzerland. If we do not make changes there, Korea seen from the outside may be a country seen as a nice place to visit, but not one of the best to live in.
But analysts are optimistic that the government's latest efforts to improve its welfare policies could boost Korea's position on the Prosperity Index list in the coming years. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.